it's Arish and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some Pinterest portrait studies in my sketchbook and explaining my process. This video is more on the chill side and a bit shorter than my regular videos because I didn't feel like doing an entire fully colored spread on my sketchbook like I usually do, and I was also feeling a bit art block this week just because I didn't know what to draw. So to combat that, I'm doing some studies. The first step in doing studies is obviously finding references, and my holy grail is Pinterest. Whenever I'm bored, I go on that app and save a bunch of references, and then when I'm art blocked or just I'm in the mood to draw, I can look at all the ideas that I have saved for inspiration and just use them. Anyways, I usually have the type of art block where I literally just don't know what to draw, so anything that I do draw ends up coming out bad, and I just don't have any ideas or creativity. All my imagination is just down the drain. And I guess this kind of comes from being too reliant on references and like only focusing on them, not like trying to use my imagination or brain. But anyways, when I'm in this mood, I just go on Pinterest and draw things directly from life. Either I do it from real life, like I find some of my clothes or dresses, or I just go on Pinterest and look up references for like food, people, flowers. And usually this helps me like take off the stress of finding a good drawing concept, but also it just helps me practice my skills so that I am still drawing, but I just don't have to worry about thinking about like what I need to draw and figuring out a composition for it and everything. To be honest, this week I had a whole like OC video planned, which is like the world building one that I have been talking about for the longest time ever. Basically in that video I was going to explain all the powers and types of combat, the royalty system, the origin of the powers and everything. And I also had it fully scripted in Google Docs so I didn't miss any important points. But then when I got to open my sketchbook, my mind was literally just blank and I like didn't know what to draw. So hopefully by next week I can get it out if I'm not still art blocked. I think now after doing the spread, after just taking a bit of a break this week, I think I do have like an idea of what I want to do for that video, but stay tuned. Anyways, also a quick thank you for 40k subs. I know I already mentioned this on my community tab, but it's just insane that I hit this milestone, and I can't wait to continue growing my community with you guys, so thank you so much for your support. Anyways, this is the first picture that I'm going to be drawing. By the way, my Pinterest will be linked in the description in case you want to use my references or take a look at my boards like it is in all my videos. And this first sort of pen study, I guess, is a warm-up. By the way, I am using ballpoint pens, which you can already tell, and I will be ranting so much about them later, but I love doing ballpoint pen studies or using pens in general just because they're so much fun. I know some people say that they find it more stressful when they do use pens rather than pencils, but in my case, I think it takes the stress off me because with sketches, like with pencils, I think I need them to be perfect in every way, shape, and form, because with pen sketches, I already have like a lower expectation. Like I know it's not going to be the best and not up to my full potential because I can't erase, so it takes off any stress or expectations that I already set for myself, rather than when I'm using pencils, in which case I know, oh yeah, you can erase this, so if you get it wrong this time, you should like do it again and again. And that just leads to me erasing the paper so much that I literally soil it, and it just doesn't end well. So pen sketches are definitely the way to go for me. Also, I didn't really love this first drawing, and at the beginning it really sucked. Like now it's in like a kind of okay stage, but it was very much a trust the process moment for me. Like the eyes looked super wonky, and I think I did make them a bit too small, and so I definitely was considering just putting a sticky note over and restarting the face part. But I think by now I was like, okay, maybe I can make this drawing work, and hopefully I saved it. I don't really know, it's definitely not my favorite, and I definitely do like the second drawing a lot better, but I hope you guys still like it anyways. Also, happy March, everyone. I feel like January went by so slowly, but February literally just sped by, probably because I did have a short break from school for a week. I am very excited for the warmer weather and for spring to come and the longer days because I'm actually so sick of seeing the sunset at like 3 p.m. And I'm also very sick of the weather patterns for where I live because it literally goes from being like 60 degrees to then snowing the next day, so yeah. Also, your girl has been keeping up her New Year's resolution of uploading one video a week for 2024. Technically, I skipped a week, like the second week of February, but I live streamed that week instead. I also made a bunch of YouTube shorts to make up for it, so I'm still gonna count that. Also, I have been uploading a bunch of shorts, and they're just so much fun to do, honestly, and I am kind of surprised that I haven't like burnt out yet. I don't think that, like, I think it's because I just enjoy doing them so much and I don't really have an upload schedule for them yet, and that's why I'm like not burnt out, because I don't have any expectations set for myself that I like, oh yeah, I have to upload them like 3 times a week. I literally just do them whenever I want to, and I just make little OC animatics and film myself whenever I feel like it, and then I usually post it the next day because editing them is super easy and quick. So it is a very like irregular schedule, but thanks so much for all the support that I do get on those videos. Anyways, a couple of people also have asked for like an animatic tutorial like based on those shorts that I've done, but I low-key don't know what I'm doing when I'm animating. Also, literally every single new short video that I do, or like every single new animatic that I do for my shorts, they always end up looking different. Like I have a different style of animation for every single video that I do, so I just feel like once I finalize that, I might be able to do an animatic tutorial, but until then, stay tuned, and I promise I'm gonna try and figure it out, and then I'll give you guys a tutorial. And I really like this one like so much better because the hands were handing this drawing, like they came out so good. You'll see in the end. But Loki might do like a hand studies video using the technique that I use here for this drawing, which, to be honest, again, I really didn't know what I was doing, but hey, it ended up looking cute, so let me know if you're into that type of video. Also, this face was so much fun to draw. I feel like I always enjoy drawing angled faces when it's like facing downwards or upwards, or when it's like in perspective rather than just like a straight on face or like slightly tilted to the side like the first drawing was, just because it gives more interest to the viewer. And I don't know, I feel like I'm like better able to pinpoint like where the different facial features are if it's on a slightly tilted plane rather than when it's just straight on. Anyways, I thought that I would also give you guys a bit of like an anime watch list update, I guess. I feel like I do this every couple of videos just so you guys know what my latest interests are, and I feel like it's a fun way to sort of connect with you guys. So let's get started. The first anime that I was watching is Solo Leveling. I actually finished it so far and it's still coming out every Saturday, but honestly, I'm not really attached to like any of the characters, but the animation is literally so good. I literally love all the battle scenes, and I'm literally just watching it for like all the fight and battle scenes because they're so much fun to watch, and I love the animation. Also rewatched season 3 and 4 of Bungo Stray Dogs for like the 5th time since I started the series because I was feeling a bit nostalgic, and I kept on seeing so many edits of it pop up on my Instagram For You page. I also watched A Sign of Affection, and I was watching it originally in honor of Valentine's Day, and I haven't actually watched the episode from this week yet, so I need to catch up on that. I did watch like the first couple of episodes of Kimi ni Todoke, but then I gave up on it because I'm not like the biggest fan of shoujo anime unless I like really connect with it, or I'm usually like very specific when it comes to romance animes that I like, and it was a bit too slow for me, so I did end up giving up on it. I do really want to start Mashly because I keep on saying like the little intro song for it, and it's literally so cute. And I also did watch the Demon Slayer movie with my friends at the theaters, and I actually haven't watched like the entirety of all the seasons before it, but now that I watched the movie, it was actually really good. I do recommend it, so I will be watching that series now, and I'll let you guys know what I think later. Anyways, back to the drawing. This is when the ballpoint pen was starting to get on my nerves, which you can kind of see here because randomly like it'll just stop working, and I don't know if anyone else has done this. Basically, my ballpoint pen just does this thing where it like dries out randomly, but it's not like actually dead, and then I have to keep on making like these lines or circles to get it to start working again, and then you never know when it's going to stop and start working. And oh my god, this was so annoying because I'd have to keep on reworking the drawing, and then the hair literally like drained the life out of this pen, and I feel very bad for it. But at the very end, I'm pretty sure that it did like completely dry out. Like no matter how many times I like rotated it or shook it, it just would not work. So then I had to go in at the very end and use a different ballpoint pen to go back and add in like the background color and finish coloring in the hair. Anyways, I definitely do want to get like a set of these ballpoint pens, just like the basic ones, not specifically this one, because they're really fun to use, and I definitely want to get like different colors as well, not just like black, maybe like the blue and the red version as well, just to spice up my sketchbook a little bit. But yeah. Anyways, I think now you guys can actually like properly see the finished hand, and please tell me I'm not the only one that thinks that looks actually really good. I don't know why. I'm really proud of it though, so I definitely do want to do some more hand studies in my sketchbook. And honestly, like there is some blank space like in this page itself that I was like considering filling up, but then I was like, oh, but I don't know what to add in here, so I did just leave it blank for now. Or I actually think that I went in and like made some marks with my pen, but it wasn't anything special, so I feel like later on, if I do feel like it, I could add in some like little hand studies or like some doodles or something. But I don't want to like distract from the aesthetic of the page too much to the point where like that semi-realism like feeling goes away. This whole spread was done in like a really different style than what my usual art is, which is very like anime themed, but I think it's good to like branch out of your comfort zone every once in a while, especially in terms of art style, because I feel like especially as like young artists, everyone is so focused on finding their own art style and finding only one art style that they don't really think to branch out and hone their other skills. So I do enjoy doing things like these every once in a while. But yeah. Anyways, here's the finished sketchbook spread. I do really like it and how the pen texture looks and everything. And as always, thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!